A funding increase to the program that helps fund local governments is now on Governor Evers' desk. The increase to what's known as shared revenue would be the first of its kind in 2 decades. But how does it work, and when could your local towns see the new money? Let's take a look.
Legislature actually did its job.
That's what Senator Brad Pfaff says the shared revenue bill tells Wisconsinites.
I'm proud to vote for it.
All Cooley Region lawmakers did, because after years of state budget cuts and frozen property tax revenue, towns and municipalities faced cuts to services like garbage, snow removal, and police, fire, and EMS.
20% of the state sales tax would then also be sent back to our local units of government.
It directly connects the funding for municipalities to economic growth.
That will be supplemental aid on top of the property tax revenue and state income tax that the shared revenue program has been built on.
Having that increase provides us a little bit of breathing room and a whole lot of ability to maintain the services that are necessary.
Cities like La Crosse all the way down to small villages are now less likely to need a referendum to fund basic services. However, the new money does come with strings attached.
A portion of this new money must be used for police and fire.
Up to 35% of the new money. And if any towns reduce their police force, their budget gets slashed. Another string triggers a partial ban on local advisory referendums.
They can still, though, have an advisory referendum if it's a capital improvement project.
La Crosse and Eau Claire had advisory referendums on the state's abortion ban this spring, which could have contributed to record voter turnout. Those referendums would be banned under this bill. Senate Democrats argued against that on Wednesday, but the ban stood with Republican support.
I think they're cutting off their nose in spite of their face. I think that we should never walk away from hearing from the voices of the people.
Now, Pfaff and other representatives agree this bipartisan bill is successful because it also eliminates the personal property tax. Small businesses have been paying that every year since the 1850s for things like their own tables and chairs, and it's a tax both parties have opposed. Should Governor Evers sign the bill, the shared revenue increases would kick in next summer.